All right, here we are. We did it. Stop the music. There's no fade. It's just immediate stop. That was some hard rocking music. Did you guys hear the music?
Oh yeah, that was royalty-free shit if I ever heard it.
That is StreamYard's best rock and roll music. What else do they got here? Hang on, let's.
Sounds like a ringtone.
It really does.
I got a
Pretty
message.
sure that's the alarm that woke me up so I could deliver a baby yesterday.
Here we go.
Ooh.
It's like that Rocky theme, not the montage music, but might use that next week. Anyways, what the hell are we doing here? We are playing the top 9 on Aside TV's YouTube page, Aside TV's Facebook page, and look at these beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. Let me start off with the most beautiful face, the person who gives the best hugs I've ever had in my entire life, Vinny Vineyard, Funkmaster V. How are you?
Oh, hello, honey. How are you?
Oh, baby.
I'm good. My name is Funkmaster V. I'm a pro wrestler. I'm a movie maker. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a ghost hunter. I'm a backslidden preacher. I'm a bad husband and a worse father. And I'm here to kick ass and take names. And I'm all out of names.
Well, today's topic is top 9 famous people that we all would like to bring back from the dead. Why should people bring you back from the dead when it is your time there, Vinny?
I don't think they should. I think a zombie me would be very dangerous. It would be I'd be cagey. You think I'm going left, I'd go right. I'd go at you, I'd bite at your legs, be rough.
Well, here's the thing. We're not bringing them back in a zombie fashion. It's not
that was my
it's
first.
not afterlife. This is bringing them back to life in their heyday when they're just ready to conquer the world again. So
they're completely happy and healthy. They're not disillusioned. They're not vomiting on themselves. There's not some sort of cataclysmic dimensional thing that's happening. They're like puking and they're sick.
No. This is bringing them back to their heyday.
All right. So, gotcha.
So Brandon Mays is the publisher of my next 2 books, which I'm going to plug right now. It's called Go There, Eat That, Road Stories and Recommendations. That's the first one. And the second one is the second book that I've written with my son called, you say it, Brandon Mays.
Oops.
Yeah, right. It's a
Chicken
crazy
cow,
title.
chupacabra snake.
Oh my God, you got it backwards. Chicken Snake and Chupacabra Cow coming at you on Amazon pretty soon. But you've got books too. Give me a quick plug on one of your books.
Yes, I have my book, Joanne and Jane, Who Made This Mess. It's like we're about to come out with the second one of that in the next couple months.
Where's the penguin book that I have to have? Because I like penguins for some reason.
It's like that one.
Watch out.
I'm okay.
Yeah. It's like penguins don't live in the fridge.
Where can we get these books?
They can get them on Amazon or letgeniusbooks.com.
Gotcha. Why should people bring you back from the dead, Brandon Mays? And by the way, there's 2 Brandons on here. So if I hear anybody, no offense to the other 2, anybody says, let's go, Brandon, on this entire podcast or in the comments, we 2 Brandons are going to find you and beat you up. Not because of that, because it's funny, I actually think, but because you're politically stupid, right, Vinny?
Oh, I'm not going to touch that. We're going to have
fun you tonight. Are. You love talking. That's all we talk about when
we're going to have fun tonight. We're not going to talk about politics.
All right, that's right. I agree. But we will kill you. Last but certainly not least, usually it's ladies first, but in this point, she's a straight up woman, so she gets to be the main event. Chantel, she is the host of A Call to Adventure on Aside TV, one of my favorite humans on earth. Chantel, what are you doing right now? What's going on? What fills your days? Besides your beautiful children.
Keeping all the vaginas happy and healthy pretty much is my day, and delivering babies.
Me too. No.
I'm sorry. What was that?
All the vaginas, keeping them happy, healthy.
She is, like I said, the most educated. The most educated person in the history of this show. Vinny's taking notes. But what she's talking about on the board here, I called her a midwife supermom, and that's a picture of a crying baby because she has to put up with it, I imagine, all the time when they pop out of vaginas.
I'm proud of your son.
And that's how babies are born.
All those for you.
Mostly I'm just like the catcher. Doing little hand signals.
Right down the middle. Okay.
Right down the middle. Balls on this one. I don't know.
Old Johnny Bench.
So what we're doing here is a game show, a live game show where nobody really wins and everyone loses because we argue, we get our feelings hurt. It is called the Top 9's, and our whole goal behind these amazing looking pictures here, thank you very much, are everybody's individual top 9 list in no particular order. It's not a 1 to 9, it's whatever. It's their top 9 list of people that they want to bring back from the dead. Isn't that right, Hannah White? So this is fun. This is a lot of fun for me. In a minute, we're going to reveal these. And then the first round, or is it the second round, we are going to decimate everybody's list. Chantel will go through the 3 of us, all of our list, and remove 2. Brandon Mays will do the same thing to all of our lists, remove 2. Vinny will remove 2 from all of our lists. And then I'm talking like an Italian woman for some reason, and that's okay. But
handsy.
It's very handsy. I know what to do with my hands. All right?
I'm very handsy.
You have very good hands, and you've had very disgusting things on those hands. And then what we do... You were literally just doing this a second ago.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Column A, little column B.
It's like you had a hard day to work today, didn't you, Chantel?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is nasty.
Poor Brandon Mays. He's the nicest person you'll ever meet, and he's stuck between all of us.
He's
How
too
can
nice.
we make my sourdough?
Like, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna love this.
Sorry, man. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to reveal our list in just a second. And then at the very end, we start off with 9 on each of our list. Everyone removes 6. We'll have 3 left. Then each of us get to bring one back that we truly believe belongs a second chance at life. We have to bring them back. It's going to be wonderful. So then we'll have 4. And then we each get rid of 1 and submit 3 to the final list. But that'll be 12, won't it? Yeah, that'll be 12. And then we argue to knock it down to 9. Yes, this is all going to take place within 30 to 40 minutes. Somehow it always happens that way. And then we argue to see who goes in the top 9 list. If there's a similar name on any of our lists, then they automatically get consideration to be into the final 9. Does this make any sense? Any questions?
I love it.
We good.
Any questions at home? We got a bunch of freaking... Oh, God, somebody says, let's go, Trump. I'm pretty sure this person here is joking. Okay. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Very funny. Why did I even say that? Oh, look, somebody gave us 99 cents. That's so nice of us. Unlike you guys, my YouTube page is monetized. Oh, what does this say here? Well, there's Razzle, Randy Rhodes, Robin Crosby. Okay, this guy's an 80s rocker, which is awesome. You know, I thought about a lot of these names too, especially Robin Crosby, because I know Stephen Piercy so well, and he'd kick my ass if I didn't put him on the list. Geez, yeah, there's a lot of comments here. This is crazy. We're getting comments from YouTube and 2 different Facebook pages, so keep them coming, and you guys can yell at us if we take away some of your favorites. But we've been talking for 8 minutes already, and now it's time, and we will go ladies first this time, mainly because it's easy for Hannah White to reach it. And by the way, this does freeze up for some reason occasionally, like it has right now. And then you'll see my hand just pop in out of nowhere. No, it's okay. It'll do that. And then boom, there's my hand. I don't know why. The router's right there. The phone is right there. It's like, what, why? It's like, I got Xfinity. I got like the gigabyte. Okay, you ready? Chantel, go ahead and reveal your list and just name them off, and then we'll talk about some of them as we get rid of them. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Boom.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you want me to read it out, or am I just picking my top ones?
No, just read it out. Read the whole list.
Nikolai Tesla, because he was a very quirky, cool human. DMX, I don't need to really explain that because he's amazing.
DMX.
Oh, yes.
I like it. Good work.
He made bicycles.
Paul Walker, because, you know, I had such a crush on him when I was young. He left too soon. Betty White, because I'm basic like that, and she's also a badass. Robin Williams, because he had my comedy heart. Anne Rice, because she was a badass writer. Albert Einstein, because we need more genius. It was between that, you know, and a few other people, but and then Bob Saget, because also too soon. And then good old Spock, Leonard Nimoy.
You skipped Albert Einstein.
No, I
No, she
totally.
didn't.
Did she say it?
Yeah, she-
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I froze up. My phone froze up, and I'm between it, so I froze up. Sorry about that. Are you sure it's?
That's my,
Are you sure it's Leonard Nimoy? Though?
Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, that was because my brain was like,
You do work hard, but she did write Leonard Cohen, and then in parentheses she wrote Spock.
and then I was like, no. Although I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind both Leonard, musician, writer Leonard, and Spock Leonard.
Is there anybody you left off this list that you're just like, oh, I should have put him on this list?
Oh gosh, there's probably a lot, but brain melt is a real thing, and I'm currently.
Poor thing. And this is the thing is like the top 9 that do make the top 9 list. We are bringing them back from the dead somehow. So this is vastly important.
Well, I've got little nipple clamps that we can totally put to a battery I got out back. That should help, right? Put them on the body.
You just had a party.
You are going to just destroy Vinny if you keep talking like that. Trust me. Okay, Vinny, speak.
I want to say I hate that list. I hate it. I don't like hardly anybody on it. So I'm going to rip that one to shreds.
You said hardly, so there may
All right,
be
Vinny.
one.
All right, Vinny, let's go to your list.
So
we can see how much we hate your list.
All right. Understand.
Magnets
All right.
are awesome.
So we got Kurt Vonnegut Jr., the author. Want to pick his brain on story structure since I'm a filmmaker. I find a lot of critics hated his jive, but I always thought he was interesting. Number 8 is Prince, who will be number 1 at the end of this episode because everybody misses that purple, small, adorable man from Minnesota. Number 7, the pimp, Iceberg Slim. Hell of an author, Brandon Mays. That must be one of your guys, too. Some of the best books ever written by a reformed pimp. And if you haven't read the 19th chapter of the book, Trick Baby, you're missing out on some political insight, but just some great books. Number 6, John Adams. I love his love for this country. And one of the few founding fathers didn't have a huge flaw, except he was an asshole. Number 5, I can't read that. What does that say?
Here's the thing. I was a little confused. Is it Martin Luther or Martin Luther King?
It's Martin Luther. I think Martin Luther King. We got what he. I like Martin Luther's good because he basically started the Protestant gimmick, and him standing up to the Catholic Church. It'd be interesting to see how dangerous, how scary that was, because the Roman Catholic Church was big time. Number 4, my man Jesus, just to see what the hell I'm doing wrong. Number 3, Thomas Jefferson, the guy that framed the Declaration of Independence. I like to hear him talk. And then when you talk about Thomas Jefferson, you always have to bring up Pigmeat Markham, who was a comedian, singing minstrel, interesting cat. I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but his famous song, I Am the Judge, is hilarious. But interesting comedian guy that I would like to talk to. And then number 9, Abbott and Costello.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
Well, hey,
this is controversy. This is controversy because I even asked you, I said Abbott or Costello.
No,
and you said Abbott and Costello because it'll be controversial. So you actually have 10 people on the list here.
I wanted to cheat. I'm a bad guy wrestler in real life.
You're a heel, so I get it.
Yeah. So,
but
I want
to let it X out.
But Abbott Costello, I want to get the chops. I want to see what it was like to, back in the day, the vaudeville days, and how they came out on top, and their whole shtick, and how they came up. How do they write material, all that stuff. I'm fascinated by how successful they were. And back in the day, the straight men got most of the money, and the comedians hardly got anything. So Bud Abbott was like the man back then. So that's my top 9.
Anybody you left off that you really considered?
Yeah, when I posted this earlier, there was a couple. George Carlin would be interesting to talk to. Richard Pryor would be interesting to talk to. Robin Williams would be interesting to talk to, just to see why he did what he did. What a shame that he went out like that. Right now, I need to replace it. Anthony Bourdain is like my favorite guy, and I just now remember that he committed suicide, and I loved his whole gimmick. anyway, I'd put Bourdain in there as well, but also Hunter S. Thompson probably is the biggest one.
All right, so I'm going to lead into Brandon Mays's list. First of all, do you like? There's your website. That's a picture of a book that I drew. Yeah. On mine, there's a hand coming out of the grave. It looks like a grave. That's like one of the best pictures I've ever drawn with a marker. I promise.
It looks good.
Oh, you did that? I thought your child did that. That was your drawings. Okay.
Chantel's got like the little baby and like a heart and like stuff like that. And it's her. That's Chantel on top of the end.
That's very good, Brandon.
With a thumbs up. I drew these.
Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, shut the fuck. And then we got wrestling with ghosts. You see?
Yeah, I like that. Mine's the best.
And I got
the letter V.
Yeah, it's a big V.
I like that.
And then it says Vinny Vineyard off the same V. I did that.
Sexy. I'd like to have a belt buckle that looked like that.
Brandon Mays.
All right. So I have for number 9, I have Bob Ross because Bob Ross was awesome. Right, and we need more of that.
He's nice.
Number 8, I said Che Guevara. I think that he was one of those leaders that went out and did what he was supposed to be doing and not leading from behind. And I think that would be needed in today's climate. Now, 7, I have Tupac. I love your DMX, but Tupac, yes. And better than just like a hologram of him, just the whole thing. Now, number 6, Robin Williams, because Robin Williams was the man. Number 5, Betty White. Especially because it happened right before her 100th birthday, and I'm still upset about it. So I guess she didn't want to see 2022 because that was right then. Number 4, Alexander Dumas, because he was an amazing, amazing author, and he was Black in the 1800s writing books and being famous. That's amazing.
And he wrote Corsican Brothers too.
Yeah.
And Three Musketeers.
Which Cheech and Chong turned into my favorite Cheech and Chong movie.
Yes. Man in the Iron Mask, Count of Monte Cristo, Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because Bruce Lee is the man. Number 2, Bob Marley. Bob Marley, I love his music. I think that he could have just been doing this forever. I would have followed him around like they did with the Grateful Dead. Now, number 1, Hunter S. Thompson. I've read all of his books. Yeah. That man was fascinating, and I would have hung out with him any day of the week, just to be like a fly on the wall or anything, because he had a particular way of thinking and looking at things. And I think that not caring about what other people think or how other people think is a good thing to have. And
it's Kitty Cat.
That pretty well.
Look at this freaking lion. My goodness. That is the scariest cat ever. He's lovable. I've scratched his ears. I've scratched his butt. I love that cat. But he's menacing looking. He'll just stare at you like, I will mess you up so bad. Don't mess with my mom. Anybody left off the list that made you sweat?
That's a good list, I have to say. I can't even throw shade at it.
I was actually going to put Michael Jackson because of the whole music career part. But then I was like, I'm going to have to fight for this. And I don't want to throw too many grenades into my fight. So I don't want to do that.
Well, here's some names that I did not put on there, and I wanted to. Came really close. Sam Kinison died way too soon. Dr. Death Steve Williams, he's a wrestler. He's a really good friend of mine, so it was hard not to put that on there. Kobe Bryant and his daughter, that's just an awful situation.
You would just do that to just stop that whole situation from happening.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain, I'd like to just see what he would have become. I'm not a huge Nirvana fan, but I just think it would have been interesting to see fat old Kurt Cobain singing blues songs. And Bill Paxton, I just visited his grave in Hollywood recently. It always kind of chokes me up. George Michael, Whitney Houston, Steve Irwin, Brittany Murphy, Chris Farley, John Candy, Norm Macdonald.
Houdini.
What's that?
Houdini.
Houdini, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? I'd like to see Houdini nowadays doing what he did. That'd be fun. But my list is
getting punched in the gut by Vinny.
Right.
yeah, never go to Detroit. You'll get hit in the gut and die.
Nobody put Ali. That's so weird. I thought Muhammad Ali would be on here.
He's not dead. I want to start off with Richard Pryor. And I made my list on people like kind of like what you said, Vinny, where I'd like to have a conversation with them. I'd like to read their book. I'd like to just hear their words. And I'd love to see what someone like Richard Pryor would do in 2022. Are you kidding me? Andre the Giant. I'm a wrestling fan. So what other person that ever existed in the wrestling industry would you want to hear stories from more than Andre the Giant? Because you hear all the stories about him, but never in his words, because he never sat down and wrote a book or anything.
True.
Henry Wallace.
I don't know that.
He was a vice president under FDR, and he should have been president from then up until now. If you look at his record, even you would respect the hell out of his everything that he did. Richard Wright, who's the keyboard player for Pink Floyd. This is a selfish one. He's the only dead member of Pink Floyd, except for Sid Barrett, but he was a stoner. I'm talking about the popular Pink Floyd. And they'll never be Pink Floyd again. So that's my favorite band. I mean, come on.
He's out of here.
Yeah,
say goodbye to him.
Jim Morrison, because I'd just like to see what he would be able to do as super fat old Jim Morrison.
Val Kilmer. Just look at Val Kilmer.
Right,
it's the perfect one.
Yeah.
That was the perfect cast.
Gene Wilder was my favorite actor.
Yeah, he's good.
He'll be on every list. George Carlin, like you said, of course. Anthony Bourdain, like you said, of course. He's my idol.
Yeah.
And David Bowie is just, why is David Bowie not on this earth right now? And I could say that about Prince. I could say that about Tom Petty. I could say that about
Prince. That's so weird.
I was never a big Prince fan. I like Michael Jackson more than Prince, and Michael Jackson almost made the list too.
Well, Prince is the best musician.
He's an incredible guitar player and a writer, but I just never was a Prince fan. So,
oh, honey,
I like him. I just not gonna, I'm not gonna tattoo him on my chest. So
I'm not doing that either. But
all right, I already forgot to put the first banner, so let me put it there just so you know it's there. Look, it's the opening reveal. We'll each reveal our top 9 list.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we just did that.
Yeah, we just did that. So let's go to round 1, and this is where it gets vicious. Chantel, pick a number 1 through 3.
2.
Okay, you'll be last. Vinny, pick a number 1.
1.
Pick a number 1 through 3.
1.
Oh, it's 1. Okay, you kind of freaking mind Jedi tricked me there.
Yeah.
So you'll be second to last. Brandon Mays, heads or tails?
Heads.
All right, so you're first.
All right.
And you get to go for the first round. Read the bottom of the screen. If you're playing along at home, you get to go through all the other lists and remove 2 of them. And Hannah White has the red marker. So you can start with whatever list you want to start with there.
All right. So I get to cut the first person, period.
You are the first butcher.
I know. All right. And it's just from the other 3 lists, right?
Yes, not your own.
Oh, okay.
You had to make sure. All right. I'm going to cut out Abbott and Costello.
Get out of here.
It's like, but it's cheating.
So you're starting with Vinny's list. Okay.
Yes. So Vinny's list, we got to get rid of Abbott and Costello. They're awesome. It's like, but 2 people can't be on the list, right?
All right.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's do.
My red marker is dead, so I guess we're gonna.
We're just gonna erase it. Oh no, we get to bring it back.
No.
We can't do that.
There we go.
Can't believe my red marker died. What a bitch. All right.
Oh no, let's do Martin Luther, just to do it. Now, Chantel, let's go with Bob Saget.
Yeah. Nobody cared about him at this point.
I just literally just visited his pathetic grave like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They said he was the sweetest guy in the world, though.
And I have to do Paul Walker.
Yeah, those are the two. I was going after those two myself, man.
I mean, I'm not overly hurt. No, actually, that hurts so bad. Oh my God.
That was exactly the one I wanted.
I'm dying.
Right. Now be nice to my list.
Now, I like your list. I'm going to keep Bourdain's and we're going to keep away from him. Yeah. I'll do Henry Wallace.
Yeah.
And let's see. Bowie.
Wow. Yeah. I get rid of Bowie too.
It's too soon. It's too soon to get rid of.
Oh, you put Bowie instead of Prince. Get him out of here.
Oh, Bowie's so much better than Prince.
Oh,
all right.
Who was second to last? Oh, wait, it's my turn. Okay. So I'm going to start with Vinny's list. Oh, my God. I could do something so bad right now. The comments are about to blow up. Here we go.
Don't do it. Prince, there's too many people. You can't do it.
Happening.
Don't do it.
No one's going to want to work with me. I'm going to get canceled. This is going to be terrible. But I'm getting rid of Jesus.
Oh, I was going to say Prince and Jesus.
And
you wouldn't want a conversation with Jesus. Of all the people in the world, he's the number one hombre.
I'm sure he is, yeah. And Pig Meat Markham, because I have no freaking idea who that is. I feel uneducated.
African-American guy that wore blackface. Very interesting.
I don't care what color he is. He's off the list. All right. How about that?
Well, he's a weird comedian. It was interesting.
Okay. Cat. Now I'm going
to go
to my fellow Brandon's list. I have to get rid of that's a good list. I'm going to get rid of Tupac because I just don't like Tupac. I'm sorry.
I'm a Biggie guy myself.
I liked him with Digital Underground because I got to know Shock G. He was a good friend for a minute, but I don't like Tupac.
Wu-Tang.
And let me get rid of let me get rid of Bob Ross. Sorry.
No!
Oh,
what? Bob Ross?
I like his afro.
Jesus and Bob Ross?
He's going to war over here. My God.
What the hell?
He's going ham.
That's fine. That's fine. I need a place to go when I die. I need from Chantel's list.
Bob Ross.
I'm going to get rid of Betty White for the reason that she's also on another list, and the girl had 100 freaking years to live. We saw Betty White. We got enough of Betty White.
She was on one show. She was on one show in the 80s, and it was a good show.
If you had a betting pool for when you're going to die, you probably had a good life.
Why did we care about Betty White? I don't understand. Anyway, nobody gave a shit about Estelle Getty when she kicked it.
If I wanted to have a conversation with anybody else on this list, I think the last two would be Anne Rice and DMX.
Man, you're so white.
Why has that got to be a race thing? Jeez, dude.
You can't get rid of all the rappers in the first round, dude. They just were at the Super Bowl.
What are you talking about? You still got Bob Marley. I'm kidding. DMX.
Oh my God.
Oh, too soon.
It's not too soon. Betty White.
My heart is always.
Look at my arm. Looks really good frozen like that. I hope it's
pretty good. Back. You've been working out?
I have been like constantly, dude. I've lost 35 pounds, you know?
Good for you. God,
I didn't even fit in this thing before.
Man, you throw weight around pretty heavily.
Oh, I'll gain it back. I know I will.
Good for you.
Okay, now it is Vinny's turn.
All right. So which list do I go first?
Whatever you want to do, sir. You tell us.
Wow, we're cutting through these. I'm gonna say Anne Rice because I've never read an Anne Rice book. And I'm sorry for that, Chantel.
That's good.
And if Brandon's going to get rid of all the black people, I'm going to get rid of the Jew on the list. We'll just make this. I'm just kidding. Leonard Nimoy. I was a Star Wars guy, not a Star Trek guy.
You said the Jew on the list. There's like 3 left.
I know. I'm kidding.
Leonard Nimoy. Okay.
Yeah, live long and prosper,
that.
pal.
He did. He lived long and he prospered. We're just not bringing him back to life.
All right, we're going to go down to my man Maze here.
All right, let's do this.
Che Guevara, get him out of here. He was racist. Wow, dude. Let's see.
This list is hard.
Well, he's got a good list.
It's a good list.
Bob Marley, man.
What?
Yeah.
He said all those bad things about Betty White, and she's still on his list.
Well, I figured I didn't want to kill Betty twice, man. Bob Marley. That's a good list, though, man. That's tough. Yeah, well, that was tough. All right. And then Brandon Bishop's list.
That's me.
Richard Pryor, Andre Giant. Get the keyboard player out of Pink Floyd. Get him out of here. I'm a bass player.
No respect. Psychedelic rock, no respect.
And speaking of being a bass player, get the lead singer out of there, too. Get Jim Morrison the hell out of there. Get him out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get him out of here. Bass players
He could
forever.
be a poet right now. He could be
fat and balding and a joke on a reality TV show is what he would be doing right now. He'd be on Big Brother Celebrity, right? Yeah, he'd be in the surreal life right now.
I need some nachos. That's my dead Jim Morrison, not dead voice.
So
okay,
is that it?
We did it.
All go?
We did it.
Okay.
We got through the first round. So we have Tesla, Albert Einstein, and Robin freaking Williams. We've got Robin Williams, Betty White, and Alex. Wait, we missed something.
Hey.
I haven't cut yet.
Oh, Chantel hasn't
Oh my God! I completely forgot about Chantel. Is she still here? Okay, there she is. Chantel.
Just for that, Andre's cut.
Why would you cut Andre? Because of my mistake.
Because that was rude of you. The Frenchman out of here.
Yeah, I screwed up big time.
Oh, those are hard ones. And then
she's got to cut 3 on your list.
Two
more. Okay.
Let's do Wilder.
Oh, come on. It's Willy Wonka.
I know, but
Blazing Saddles.
It's hard. Whoever's
They're crazy.
I think this is the hardest cut
Blue
to do
Streak.
because all the fat's been cut, and now it's just
Young
harder.
Frankenstein too, man. That's
Young Frankenstein. There's millions
I know,
of them.
I know,
Haunted Honeymoon.
Cut though. Too
All
bad.
right.
You can bring
Go
him back.
on.
See no evil, hear no evil.
Love that movie. That had Richard on it too.
Let's see. Iceberg Slim.
Ouch.
I don't know who that is either. So.
And John Adams.
If it was Quincy Adams, he would have won the whole thing.
Then, this one's hard. Well, Robin Williams is on my list still and survived, so we'll cut from Brandon's list Robin Williams.
Good work.
And
strategy.
And Hunter S. Thompson.
No!
Sorry.
No! You can't cut him. Oh my God. I was going to put him on my list.
So is anybody especially heartbroken about what they've lost? They've lost again.
I don't like losing Iceberg Slim. I think he should be in American schools being taught to this day. Good book.
Well, this is your chance, Vinny, to bring one. Oops, hang on, wrong one. There we go. Each player now gets to go around to their own list and bring one back that has been destroyed and decimated by another player. So bring one back, Vinny.
Well, I just said Iceberg Slim, but I'm probably just because of salvation issues, I'm going to probably have to bring back the J-Man.
John Adams?
No, the other one you don't believe in.
Thomas Jefferson? He existed. Okay, I got you. All right. Brandon Mays, sir.
All right. I'm going to have to bring back Bob Marley.
Not Hunter S. Thompson? Okay.
I know, but my Bob was going to be it was either him or Bob Ross. I cut both my Bobs.
I can absorb a Bob in my list. I don't really care about the ones that are cut.
Well, you have a Bob too that's been cut. There's a lot of Bobs on here, a lot of dead Bobs. All right, Chantel, who are you bringing back?
I'll bring my Bob back.
Over DMX?
Can I bring a Bob from another list? I would.
No, just
Bob
stop
Ross
making
back.
rules.
Yeah, Bob Ross. Bob Ross is, well, it's too late now.
I know.
She
Are
said
you
she
bringing
wanted
back Saget?
She wanted Saget.
Yeah.
Saget's going to be on
what does the audience want? I don't care.
I don't know. We've stopped getting comments.
I'm very laissez-faire.
Brandon
DMX.
Mays. Let's see here.
DMX,
Brandon,
fine. We'll just do a DMX.
I can't believe he's even on this list. We have DMX next to Jesus and Tupac and Richard Pryor. Like, why?
That's the human. That's the human condition.
Geez. I'm bringing back Gene freaking Wilder.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a good one.
My all-time favorite actor, tied with John Cusack, who's very much alive.
John Cusack.
Okay,
Really?
yeah, dude.
Wow, that's a weird
Don't
pick.
disrespect
Really?
the sack. Don't disrespect
Okay.
the sack.
He looks like he's confused every time he's acting. I don't know what
He is confused because he's such a genius that he can't believe it.
He always looks like he's like, why am I in this movie? He's
Exactly.
He's very method.
All right, it's time for round 3, where we go around to each of our contestants here and we bring back. I'm so sorry. Did I fuck that up? No, we submit. I did fuck it up. We submit 3 of the 4 that we have left into the ultimate list of 9, and then we argue about the 12 that we're left over with. Simple as that. And we will start with, because I don't want to be the main event on this one, we'll start with me. I am going to go ahead and submit Anthony Bourdain,
good.
Richard Pryor,
Good.
and George freaking Carlin. Both.
So you just wasted our time with Gene Wilder.
I totally did.
Bring him back this and drop him back off.
Vinny, you're next.
Prince. Jeebus. Jefferson.
All right. Brandon Mays.
All right. I'm going to do Betty White.
You're going to do Betty Wright?
That is
Yeah, that's why I have to bring her back, man. I have to bring her back.
She'll turn to dust.
It's probably sandpaper in the first place. No.
Okay, I have some good lubrication for that. I help a lot of women with those things.
It's like she would know.
I bet she's popular, man. I bet she doesn't have a problem with that.
I'll do Bruce Lee and Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. We're getting rid of Duma.
The authors.
And Chantel, you're the main event on this subject on round 3. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yes.
Keep 3, get rid of 1.
Tesla, Williams, and Einstein.
Tesla, Robin Williams, and Einstein. So DMXXXXX again. And there we have it. We have 12. Is there any duplicates? Robin Williams and Betty White were the only duplicates. And I see that each of them have been.
One of each.
Yeah, so that's perfect. Now, this is where, let me change the banner because that's really important. Boom. It's the argument. We rank the 9 out of the 12 that we have. I'm going to start with Vinny. Out of all of these lists, out of everything that has a line next to it, these are incredible graphics, trust me. Which ones do you think deserve to be X'd out?
X'd, or who do I think should
Eliminated.
be number 1?
Eliminated.
And I'm talking, this is everybody's list?
Everybody's list.
Betty White.
Okay.
Wait a minute, is she the only girl? I don't want to do that. I want to be fair. If she's the only girl left, I want to keep her. Let's get rid of
It's very sexist.
yeah, I want there to be representation for everyone if we can. Let's do
You have been dealing with Amazon lately, haven't you?
yes. I have been.
Inside joke.
You know what? This is going to be very unpopular. God, I don't want to do that.
This is gonna be hard.
Robin Williams, man. Let the man rest.
All right, Brandon Mays, out of this entire board, which one would you like to get rid of?
You know what? I'm a history major, but we can get rid of Jefferson.
Chantel?
Oh, that sucks. Bruce Lee.
Oh,
It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt real deep.
I would just like to talk to him and maybe see another demonstration in 2020.
I am going to agree with Chantel. I think Bruce Lee's amazing, but I didn't know enough about him. He wasn't around long enough to compare to everyone else on this list. Are you kidding me? Not even close. So,
did you ever see him play ping pong with nunchucks? I mean, you don't want to see that?
I do want to see that, but would I rather have conversations with the rest of these people? Right. Absolutely. So Bruce Lee gets 2 out.
And we're getting rid of our only Asian.
You stop already.
All right, I'm just saying.
It's a colorblind discussion here.
All right.
So we're down to 11. Next.
11.
What do you think, Vinny? Who else needs to go? Vinny, who else needs to go?
We have 11. Are you sure of that? So we need to get rid of 2?
Yep. We're going to keep whittling them down like a piece of wood.
I got to get rid of Betty White, man. I hate
Maze?
that.
Oh. It's hard.
Courtney said, no, Bruce.
No, I know.
Yeah, we're going to have to go with Carlin.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I would agree too.
I flabbergasted on that.
Out of the whole list,
out of everybody list, because you know why? Carlin said
there's no good reason why.
But Carlin, we've got enough of Carlin on tape.
Chantel, go ahead.
Same with Carlin.
Oh, come on.
With the way this list is. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have to go with the comedian versus him or Pryor. Yeah.
I think Pryor would be more interesting to talk to. And though they both are up there.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Pryor's.
I'm going to go with Betty White. So I think we just got rid of number 11.
11 and 10.
And
all right.
I am horrified by George Carlin. That's my number 1.
I'm sorry.
You should be. You should be very sorry. You should both be sorry. All right. So Chantel's got the most on here, I think. Brandon Mays is down to 1.
He's got the best list.
Bob
I know.
Marley.
Isn't that surprising? Like, because I would agree that.
Actually, Vinny's got 3 up there as well. Yeah, we just all teamed up on him, didn't we? We just beat the hell out of Mays. It's the poor guy.
No, actually, I think I only have Prince and Jesus left.
You still have Thomas Jefferson too.
Mays.
No, I cut off Jefferson.
Did you really?
Yeah, Mays cut out Jefferson.
I must have missed the Xing. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, Jefferson's still on there. Jefferson never went.
He didn't. So I'll tell you what.
1,
take
2, 3,
off
4, 5, 6, 7.
Jefferson
8,
over Carlin.
9.
Take Jefferson off
Jefferson
and put George Carlin back.
Yeah,
that's really weird to me.
Yeah,
I would be amenable to that.
You agree with that, Brandon?
Cool. Of course, I'm cool with that.
You agree with that, Mr. Mays?
So we got
I'm
3,
good with that.
All right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Now this is where we say who goes number 9. And since I think you've already destroyed George Carlin's good name and eliminated him, then brought him back from the dead, which will bring him back to the dead again, I think George Carlin would be a good number 9. What do you think?
I think so.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Coming in at number 9, George Carlin, American comedian.
Is that your best, Casey?
I don't know. I was just being myself.
Coming in at number 9, it's George Carlin. Come on, anybody? Are y'all too young for that?
You're good.
All right, number 8. From what we have left, Chantel, who are you thinking?
Who I think number 8 would be. This is tough. Probably Robin Williams.
Vinny, Brandon?
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm all right with that one.
Yeah.
He was on the threshold of being eliminated anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number 7. Brandon Mays, who do you think would be a good number 7 to bring back from the dead? The dead. This is really happening too.
Let's do Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because I'd like to hear him though talk about how he got screwed over by Alexander Graham Bell.
Well, now you'll be able to because we're bringing them back. I mean, we're bringing back all of these guys. And if anybody's like upset that they're number 8 or 9 or 7, like when we bring them back,
in the world,
like think of how many people have died.
Yes. If you even made this list, you'd be like, damn, that's pretty. I did pretty good.
Like Chris Cornell's like, dude, really? I couldn't make a list of like that many people.
And the keyboard player for Pink Floyd's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
No, he's an amazing man, an amazing man. Number 6, Chantel. Wait, who did we not ask yet? Did we
not my turn. It's not my turn.
It's my turn, I think.
Oh, is it Vinny's turn?
I already went.
Oh,
I think Einstein, just because he's probably not very interesting to talk to. Probably an egghead.
Would you like to talk?
I mean, Hawking was going to be on my list too, and that might have been hard to do too.
You look very good today, Chantel.
I thank you.
Come over here.
Sounds like Sigmund Freud.
Lube up those hands.
All right, number 5. I'll kick this one off. I gotta go Bob Marley.
Okay. Yeah, I probably should have went that over Einstein, but yeah.
Right. Who do you really want to talk to more?
Well, Bob would be fun to hang out with, right?
Totally.
That's right.
Yeah.
You don't
all
know.
Day.
You don't know. Nikolai Tesla could have been a major pothead, and
Tesla's
love affair with a pigeon.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Does Bob Marley have a car named after him? No.
He should.
Somebody driving the Marley mobile.
The Dodge Marley. I mean, Dodge Marley. Does that not sound good? Dodge Marley, man. Man, it could be
the Carlin car. I like.
The Dodge Marley could be green, black, and yellow.
I want a Dodge Marley now, just so I can say that every day.
I would drive the Dodge Marley.
Yeah, I got my new insurance, full coverage on my Dodge Marley. All right.
So who do we have left? We have Prince.
Chantel, bring up a name.
The Lord, Bourdain, and who? Who's left? Who's
Pryor?
Richard Pryor. Okay.
Yeah, we got 4 left.
Probably Prince at number 4 for me.
Whoa!
I know.
I'm gonna agree. Compared to the other people on this list, I have to agree 1,000%. I don't think Prince should have been in the top 10.
He should.
What
are you talking about? Have you ever seen his
Prince? I just
watch his performance, his guitar solo during the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll.
Oh, when he's hogging the freaking spotlight and rolling around on the floor.
He throws the guitar up into the sky and it disappears, and nobody knows what happens. He's not a real man.
Rumor has it it's still orbiting.
I grew up in the 80s, and you were either a Prince or a Michael Jackson fan. I
like them both.
I do too now.
Mr. Mays said that he would bring back the whole thing with the pedophilia thing about Michael Jackson. It would be great to have Michael Jackson back, but it's also like, do we need to bring him around? Who knows? You know. So I mean,
I don't believe in that stuff. I don't know.
Why not?
The pedophilia stuff. Come on.
You gotta also blame the parents. It's like, who's gonna let their kid stay over at the grown man's house?
Yeah, I highly doubt it. When people are getting paid to tell their story, this is another podcast entirely. But
you guys don't believe that
who's up for Prince at number 4?
I'm not, but I think Pryor should be 4. But it's your show.
Who's up for Pryor at number 4?
I think Pryor could be a good 3.
Yeah, let's go.
We should just do it like this all the time. Who's up for Anthony Bourdain at number 4?
No.
You have to raise your hand for somebody, or we'll be here all night. Who's up for Jesus for number 4? I don't want to talk to Jesus. I have no.
Yes, you do. You don't. You do because you don't even believe he's a real person. If we cast the voodoo spell
Nobody in the Arab countries where this happened was named Jesus except for him. And the word Christ is
okay.
Latin,
This is
Latin
what I'm saying.
for the anointed.
What?
It didn't happen.
Wouldn't you think if we cast the voodoo spell to bring these people back, and we go,
I think you wasted a spell on somebody.
Well, no, Jesus H. Christ, and if nothing shows up, doesn't that answer a lot of questions? And can't we, at this point?
Fair point.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you'd be like, well, that didn't happen, so now we got to rethink everything.
I'm sure Jesus would be pleased that we're doing voodoo.
Well, he'd probably be like, my comeback was supposed to be a lot bigger than this. I'm in Colorado Springs now. I'm supposed to be.
He's still behind a rock somewhere. He just found a rock he couldn't move and get out of the cave. That's what it is.
I'm supposed to be on a flaming horse, but I guess I'll be in Colorado Springs.
What are we doing for number 4? Maybe I can get him to come to the Comic-Con.
I think we should do Prince.
I think Prince.
I'm thinking Prince.
Unbelievable. Then Richard Pryor 3.
Yeah, I'm in accord with that.
Let's put Jesus at 2 so we don't offend anybody.
And Bourdain.
That's right. And Bourdain is number 1
spot.
Anthony Bourdain, the suicidal
number
cook,
1.
has taken out Jesus the Lord.
That's right.
I think that's a good. Yeah, I think that's a good.
What does
list.
this say about humanity right now?
I know.
An ex-heroin addict who offed himself by hanging himself, potentially, who knows, in a hotel room in France, who was Vinny's idol, my idol. I'm sure Chantel and Brandon loved him.
Yes,
is the number 1 person we'd bring back. And I think that's because he was such a damn good talker and entertainer.
I think it's because he did so much with that show. It started off about food, and then it became about people. And there's so many stupid Americans that saw that people from Iran and people from Bali and people from Vietnam are like, he just showed that everybody's the same. And
did you see the episode where he went to Iraq? I'm sorry, Iran.
Yeah, that's what it's a crazy episode because two of the people that he interviewed went to jail for a very long time after that. But he showed that food is a great unifier, and people, all the differences, political, religious, and everything else can go by the wayside over a bowl of noodles. And I think it's a simple, and Jesus said, like, a bunch of great stuff too. But Anthony Bourdain, hey, have about a bowl of noodles.
And Bourdain had more books.
Yeah,
that's right.
I've been reading a lot of those, by the way.
And I've seen him.
Well, a lot of these people were
Hey, listen. I am not damning religion. I am not. If you need it, if you love it, do your thing. I'm not sitting here saying, I'm right and you're wrong. I have no idea. I'm just saying I have no idea. And I'm also saying neither do you. But
as a historical figure, you got to say number 2
he was a person.
Yeah, number 2 on the list is the most interesting human being to ever live, whether he's the Son of God or not.
I believe that the Jesus Christ story was influenced by a lot of stories over thousands of years. And
the whole reason we're bringing him back is so you could say,
he's supposed to come back on his own. Why is he even on this list?
Well, he's taken a while.
He doesn't need us. He doesn't need us. Jesus is supposed to come back like any day now.
He's taken a
we
damn
got questions.
while.
I don't see him in Ukraine helping out.
We have questions, damn it.
I would rather have Richard Pryor or George Carlin or talk about today's subjects than somebody who wouldn't even be able to fathom what a cell phone is.
That's funny. You bring Jesus back. What do we do? And he's like,
I don't know what's going on.
He's like, what the hell is this?
You want to be on my podcast, Jesus? Like, what's a podcast?
Yeah.
So anyways, I think it's a pretty good list. I think we've done humanity a great service by bringing back these amazing people. They're currently being exhumed, and we're going to pump them full of magic juice, and they're going to come back to life in their prime. I'm a little bummed that Gene Wilder's not going to be here because
he's with Gilda. He doesn't want to come back. He doesn't want to come back.
Fine. That's fine. He said, I'm looking at the rest of the list. I'm just thinking of all the stories these people could tell.
Yes.
Anyways, are you happy with it, Brandon Mays?
Yeah.
No authors, though. No authors for you, though.
Is this diverse enough for you, Vinny?
Yeah, I think it'd have been. we're so short-sighted as Americans, right? Because all these people besides Jesus lived in the last 100 years. It would be interesting to probably get some more historical context with selections, but overall, this is a fantastic list of human beings.
What about Abraham Lincoln? Is he
or like
not,
Shakespeare would have been cool.
like,
Yeah.
are they not more important than Robin Williams? I'm looking back, thinking of Mork and Mindy going.
I think it's hard to pick. And there's like, I'm like, oh wait, like how far back am I really wanting to think? And yeah, I wasn't
And then I also had to think about like what does it mean by famous? Like nowadays, famous is not the same as like historically famous.
We're famous, aren't we? Right now we are.
That's right.
Someone wanted to know. No one.
Caesar would have been really interesting.
No one wanted to see Elvis come back.
Nope.
I think Elvis.
Nope.
We got enough of Elvis in real life.
I think so too.
And we have enough impersonators, so he's never left.
That's amen. That's the best comment of the whole damn show, I think. He's never left. He's somewhere mowing somebody's grass or something.
Look at this. I love Brandon's list, and then right underneath, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. And then underneath that, Mays.
But I do want to say, for everybody who's a fan of Brandon May's list, he's only got one person in the top 9, and he was number 5. So Brandon, it's like a good football conference. They all beat him up, and nobody made the championship tournament.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, what we do is we see who has the most in the top 5, and they are kind of the winner. I got Anthony Bourdain. And Richard Pryor. They're in the top 3.
Well, it's your show, you asshole.
I don't cheat. I can't cheat.
Well, I didn't know that was the way I would have schemed differently if I knew this was actually a contest.
It's not. It's not a contest. You'll win a big, juicy hug for me later.
You win because you got Carlin, too, you asshole. You made us feel bad for you.
I did.
So
I cried a lot.
You got
I had to fight
Bourdain,
for it.
Pryor, and Carlin.
And really,
good.
I had Robin Williams too. Like, but we cut it off of my list to be on Chantal's. So,
so we're still fighting, and that's good.
Yeah. And I had Williams, Tesla, and Einstein. I had 3.
Well, this has been the longest episode we've done at 50, almost 58 minutes now. Usually they're around 45. So
we're all
somebody wrote this. Somebody wrote this right here. What about Andy Kaufman?
Oh, good one. Oh man,
that is a really good one.
God, take Carlin off. We'll put Andy Kaufman on.
Too late now. Someone wrote Mahatma Gandhi.
No, pedophile.
That is true. Gandhi was a horrible freaking person.
Actually, Schrodinger also a pedo. He's definitely a pedophile.
Isn't it awful that when you learn about all these people, you're like, Gandhi's a great person. He's taught us all about nonviolence. He's like, he liked underage girls when he was stressed out. Fuck him. So anyway.
What happened to our 80s people? Like Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson. I mean, you could name
you just said
1,000 people that are just terrible.
It's because fame was intoxicating and nobody thought they'd ever get in trouble.
They didn't have cell phones or internet back then. So
glad I was just born then and I didn't have anything to do.
Well, Bill Cosby was like my dad, man. That's how he was. My dad was a shithead, so I always pretended Cliff Huxtable was my father. So when I love the fucking Junkyard Gang and I Spy when I was growing up. I loved I Spy. I thought that was such a great cultural show. And the Cosby Show was great. And then I saw him in concert 3 times. And then
is there anything better than Bill Cosby himself?
Well,
as far as what Bill Cosby released, I loved Bill Cosby. I watched that shit.
Dad
is great. He made us chocolate cake. Come on. It's the greatest freaking clean comedy that there was, because I grew up on Cheech and Chong and freaking Monty Python and of course George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. I could name 1,000 of them, and I'm just
there's a Richard Pryor album I think's better, and there's a Eddie Murphy one, but I think Cosby's probably about 3rd as far as those albums were concerned back then.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying someone would have put him on this list if he didn't get caught.
He's alive.
Oh yeah. What did Chantel say at the beginning of the program? She has the sleepy brain. Yeah, I have the sleepy brain now. So Thank you guys for joining us. Vinny, I love you. Brandon, get busy on my books. I want them out by the end of this week. And Chantel, I can't wait to hit the road with you. We're going to be making a lot of TV here this year, so it's going to be awesome. And Vinny, I'll probably be out there too and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much. And we'll be back next week for the top 9s right here, however you're watching this. And next week's topic is, are you ready?
Ooh.
Top 9 pro wrestlers of all time. And we've got a couple special guests on that one. So that'll be a lot of fun. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon. And thank you, everybody, for all watching. I'm going to go to sleep now. So, Chantel.
All right.
Bye, ladies.